a huge loss to Ichiban back at Autumn Classic.
Introducing first, from Springfield, Massachusetts, weighing in at a thick cut, 250, Big Bacon, Brad Hollister.
And let's give credit where it is due. That best 2 out of 3 falls match between Ichiban and Brad Hollister, in my mind, is an instant classic. You need to go back on demand and watch Autumn Classic and see those two go to war. But when they went to war, one came out the winner, and that was Ichiban. So for Brad Hollister, Big Bacon, what is next for him? Because after such a huge loss like that, even though he did take a fall via a rear naked choke and ref stoppage, even though he took that one fall, you have to think there is a lot on his mind and a lot of things he will now want to get off his chest. The question is, who is going to walk through that curtain and be the recipient of Big Bacon's wrath?
Well, Paul, we saw the beating that Big Bacon put on Love Duck back at Young Wrestling Motherlode. I think that he's got a lot of anger he's still going to work through. I feel bad for whoever's going to be walking through that curtain tonight.
I agree with you. But whoever it is, oh yeah, the Bulldog.
His opponent, originally from Patterson, New Jersey, now residing on the streets of Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing in at 205 pounds, one half of the Wild Dogs. This is the Pitbull, Ray Pittman.
The Pitbull, Ray Pittman. I mean, this is a man who has been in some high-profile singles matches over the last year, including challenging Platinum Max Caster for his $10,000 briefcase this summer. But man, as ferocious as the Bulldog is, look at the shape that Big Bacon Brad Hollister is in right now, especially coming off maybe the biggest loss he's had so far at Wrestling Open. The Bulldog is going to have to bring a fight we have never seen from him before. Here we go behind. Huge German suplex. Brad Hollister dumping the Bulldog on his neck. But Pittman answers right back with a couple of big clotheslines. And look at these shots. Look at the ferocity that he is striking Big Bacon with. The Bulldog is bringing it to Big Bacon.
Paul, I'd be remiss not to mention that we've all got Richard Holiday on our minds, especially the news coming out reported by Sports Illustrated earlier in the week. Obviously, we want to see Richard Holiday back at 100% competing here in Worcester. But back to the action at hand as Big Bacon avoiding contact with Pittman. Not that time.
As now the Bulldog Ray Pittman trying to get this crowd going here at the White Eagle. As he goes one-on-one with Brad Hollister, you have to think that if the Bulldog Ray Pittman could pull off this win, hits the big STO, that would be massive. Only a count of 2.
We're typically seeing Pittman in tag team action alongside Johnny Rivera. But like you said, he had some high-profile singles matches, harking back to his contest with Max Caster for the $10,000. It was Ichiban that beat Max Caster. It was Ichiban that beat Brad Hollister.
Absolutely correct, and he went for that code breaker. He got caught in midair, and he got slammed down hard on his back. And look at the intensity in the face of Brad Hollister. I didn't think he could reach a different level, quite frankly, after what we've seen from him over this past year against the likes of Alec Price, against Tyree Taylor, and most recently against Ichiban. But it's like he keeps taking another step up. But the Bulldog Pittman keeps fighting back.
Well, I say it week after week, though. We know what Hollister's capable of. We don't always see it. We've seen it now.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing it now as Brad Hollister unloading here. And there is an elbow drop on the forehead, hooks the leg. But Pittman gets that shoulder up. We've seen Pittman team many times with the Wild Hound, Johnny Rivera as part of the Wild Dogs. But in the singles realm, here in our opening contest, against someone like Brad Hollister, this is a huge, huge step up in competition for him.
Hollister walking the walk, talking the talk right now. Very proud of his handiwork. Yet to get a 3 count over Pittman. 10 minutes to work with all matches here at Wrestling Open, a 10-minute time limit, except for tonight's main event. That's a 20-minute time limit. That's the Eliminator Cup Tag Team titles. Miracle Generation is going to be defending against the Stetson Ranch, not only defending the Eliminator Cup Tag Team titles, but also defending their spot in the IWTV T4 to crown the first ever IWTV Independent Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We saw the Stetson Ranch victorious 2 matches in a row last week at the Tag Team Endurance, Paul.
Winning that Battle Royal and then winning that huge 4-way tag team main event makes the cover.
And I think that Pittman is going to need endurance if he's going to continue to get hit like that from Hollister. How many more clotheslines? I mean, Big Bacon is like a brick wall.
He is getting himself in the best condition of his entire career that has spanned more than a decade at this point. Brad Hollister coming back to Wrestling Open this year and saying, I want to take down all of your heroes. And even though he did not accomplish that mission at Autumn Classic, he is looking reborn here against Pittman.
Use that hashtag Wrestling Open. Thank you for streaming live on IWTV. Fans continue to file in. Week 49 here at the White Eagle in Worcester, Massachusetts. Of course, just a couple weeks away from Wrestling Open at the Restival, and then the week after that, the 1-year anniversary of Wrestling Open. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, as Pittman is still getting throttled in the corner. Hollister not allowing for any separation, Paul.
This is just, I don't know if he snapped. I didn't think he could, but Ray Pittman snapping back into this contest. 2 clotheslines, hits the neck breaker, and can the Bulldog put something together here to knock off Big Bacon and make this his worst nightmare?
Imagine that. 2 consecutive defeats here at Wrestling Open for Brad Hollister. Oh. With a hanging DDT like that, those are the moves that Pittman's going to need to spell victory.
5 minutes have elapsed in the time limit. 5 minutes remain.
Getting the shoulder up is Big Bacon Brad Hollister. And maybe, just maybe, that relentless intensity that he has been bringing to this contest, maybe he's starting to wear down a little bit, because if you throw that much power and energy forward and you don't finish the job, sometimes you can wipe yourself out.
Oh, absolutely. You can gas out. I don't care how well conditioned you are. You've only got so much energy as a competitor.
Going up to that second rope. Here comes Bacon.
Might be looking for that tornado into the jackhammer, Paul.
He's going to try it.
Oh, man, look at the strength. But look at the agility out of Pittman, landing on his feet, avoiding contact, connecting with the knees to the face. But was that out of instinct or sheer luck? Hollister cannot be pinned in that position, Paul.
Either way, he got it the second time around, but Brad Hollister landing in the worst spot possible for Pittman, because he went onto that apron, and Pittman, even if he had the energy, was unable to go over and make a pinfall attempt.
These guys will beat the hell out of each other. This one might see a 10-minute time limit draw. Looking for that DDT once again. Hollister's feet hooked up on the ropes.
No.
Oh, Hollister able to get underneath himself, trying to send Pittman to the floor. Pittman teetering on the apron.
There's a right hand from Big Bacon, and now Pittman over in that corner, and maybe Hollister, maybe he can smell blood. Maybe he senses that he can hit it this time.
Unreal strength.
Deadlift superplex. And Brad Hollister wins here in episode number 49.
The time of the fall, 6 minutes, 36 seconds. Here is your winner, Big Bacon, Brad Hollister.